Life has a way of testing us. Unexpected setbacks, painful losses, daily stressors that pile up until they feel overwhelming. Some people seem to bend without breaking, while others feel crushed under the weight. What makes the difference? It's something called emotional resilience, the ability to recover, adapt, and even grow stronger through adversity. But here's the question. Resilience isn't just a trait you're born with. It's something you can cultivate. So how do you actually build it? Stay with me, because by the end of this walk, you'll have practical tools and a deeper understanding of how to nurture resilience in your own life. At its core, emotional resilience is not about avoiding hardship. It's about how you respond to it. Imagine resilience as a psychological immune system. Just as your body fights off illness, resilience helps your mind recover from emotional wounds. Resilient people experience stress, sadness, and anger like everyone else, but they bounce back more quickly, maintain perspective, and find meaning in the struggle. They're not invincible, they're adaptable. Psychologists describe resilience as a dynamic process. It changes depending on your environment, your habits, and your mindset. This means anyone at any stage of life can strengthen it. Before we move on, I'd love to hear from you. What's one challenge you faced recently that taught you something about yourself? Share it in the comments. I'll be reading. So, what do resilient people actually do differently? Research highlights a few key traits. Optimism. They don't deny problems, but they believe challenges are temporary and manageable. Emotional awareness. They can name what they're feeling instead of burying it. Problem-solving skills. They take action, even in small ways, to move forward. Social support. They lean on relationships, knowing resilience isn't built in isolation. Sense of purpose. Whether through spirituality, personal values, or meaningful work, they connect struggles to something bigger. These traits aren't fixed. They can be practiced and strengthened like muscles. Now, let's talk about the how. What are the practical steps you can take to build resilience in daily life? Reframe setbacks. Instead of asking, "Why me?" ask, "What can I learn from this?" This simple shift moves you from victimhood to growth. Practice emotional regulation. Techniques like deep breathing, mindfulness, or journaling help you process emotions without being controlled by them. Strengthen relationships. Surround yourself with people who listen, validate, and encourage you. Social bonds act like buffers against stress. Develop problem-solving habits. Break big challenges into smaller steps. Even minor progress signals to your brain that you're regaining control. Prioritize self-care. Sleep, nutrition, and exercise aren't luxuries. They're resilience tools. A strong body supports a strong mind. Cultivate gratitude. Keeping a gratitude list can shift focus away from what's lost toward what remains. Research shows this practice builds long-term resilience. Stay tuned, because in a moment we'll explore how resilience isn't just about surviving hardship, it's about transforming through it. Here's something fascinating. Some people don't just recover from adversity, they actually grow because of it. Psychologists call this post-traumatic growth. It's when a person, after a crisis, reports increased appreciation for life, deeper relationships, or stronger personal values. It doesn't minimize the pain, but it highlights the possibility of transformation. Resilience then isn't about returning to who you were, it's about becoming someone new. Resilience isn't only tested in major crises, it's built in the small, everyday moments. Handling work stress, adapting to change, or managing family conflicts. Every small act of patience, problem-solving, or self-compassion trains your resilience. Think of it like exercise. You don't run a marathon by accident. You train through smaller runs. Likewise, daily stressors are your practice ground for bigger challenges. Of course, building resilience isn't always easy. Some barriers can hold us back. Isolation, without support, stress feels heavier. Negative self-talk erodes confidence. Unhealthy coping, turning to alcohol, junk food, or denial may numb stress but weakens resilience. Recognizing these barriers is the first step to breaking them down. Let's end with a few practices you can try this week. Resilience journaling. Write about a recent setback and list 3 ways it helped you grow. Mindful pause. Take 5 minutes daily to sit quietly, notice your breathing, and observe your thoughts without judgment. Gratitude check-in. Before bed, write down 3 things you're grateful for, even small ones. Support outreach. Call or text one person who uplifts you. Building connection strengthens resilience. Small, intentional actions, repeated consistently, create lasting change. Resilience is not about never falling. It's about rising each time you do. It's about meeting hardship with flexibility, hope, and strength. And the beautiful truth is you don't need to wait for life to test you to begin building it. Every day offers opportunities to grow your resilience muscle. So let me ask you, what's one practice from today's walk that you'd like to try this week? Share it in the comments. I'd love to hear your reflections. If you found this conversation helpful, remember I post new videos every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, diving into the science of the human experience. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Until then, take care and keep building the strength within you.